Hi guys, this is Ranjit. A very good morning, and this is 29th, actually January, and this has to be one of the chilliest day in Hyderabad in the recent times. It's actually showing 12 degrees centigrade, but generally this is outside part of the city, so it should be even more chillier. And we're going to do a ride. It's been almost it's been actually 10 days since I've purchased this Triumph Trident. Rode it about 400 kilometers. So let's go on a ride, and I'll also try to answer some of the questions that you have about this bike. So it's going to be chilly, but fun. Let's do it. So guys, on the bike, as you can see, going for a morning ride. Luckily the sun has come, so it's not feeling that chilly, but the temperature is there. Luckily I'm wearing the gloves and everything, and it's 8 o'clock in the morning now. It's been 10 days since I've purchased it. As you can see, we have ridden 402 kilometers now. So let me answer some of the questions that you guys had. And the first question that I had, so many people asking, what is this mobile holder that I'm using? In fact, this is the same mobile holder I was using even on the Highness. It's really good. This is Bobo. I had purchased it from Amazon. I'll leave the link. I think so it was 1200 rupees. Excellent. It's even on my Highness, and I'm using this one. This comes in two variants, guys. This is the regular one without any USB charging. There is also a variant that comes with the USB charging. I didn't opt for that one, so that's what it is. And many of you have asked me about the mirrors. Luckily the mirrors on this bike is very good, and I don't have to change. I can easily see what's at the back. So excellent mirrors, I would say. So I'm not going to change that. And the bike is still in the run-in period, so the RPMs will start flashing once if I cross 4000 RPM. This will happen till the first 500 kilometers. Then I believe it increases to 5000 RPM till 800 kilometers, and then finally it goes on till 1600. Then the limit is released. It's not like a hard limit, but see, it starts flash. I can go, but it's not like what do you see, you cannot. But so I'm generally not going above that 4000 RPM. Left. Okay, we'll take a left from here. And I'm loving the self-canceling indicators. This is pretty cool, and in fact it has two modes, guys. Let me show you. If I just tap in once, like a car indicator, it will just flash for 3 seconds. So good for lane changing or something like that we do in car. If you just dip it, same functionality. But if I hold it a little bit more, then it becomes like a regular indicator. But again, then also it's auto cancelling. After about 8 seconds it auto cancels. So that is working brilliantly, I would say. And you can select, you want this this is the advanced option. You can select in the menu if you want advanced option or the regular, or if you just want to do it manually, like what we do in other bikes. So that is there, but the auto thing is working brilliantly, so I'm liking that. Engine, again, I would say it has become a little bit smoother. For the first 100 kilometers it was really tight, and it was also, I could feel the heat quite a bit after just about 5-6 kilometers. Now after this 300 kilometers it has toned down a little bit. I can rev it also. I feel the engine is slightly better. So again, hopefully after the first service, I was reading a lot of international forums, they say the engine just opens up quite a bit as you keep driving. That's why those rev limit stuff and all this thing. Lots of speed breaker here. And by the way, we also have the riding modes. In fact, I showed in the delivery video. So I'm actually using it in the rain mode as of now. You can go in the road mode. That's the regular one. There you get the full power of the bike, 80 bhp. In the rain mode, it tones down. I would say it feels like a 400 to 450 cc bike. I'm occasionally going in the road mode, but I'm driving it like this because anyways, after that 4000 rpm, see, if I go, it's gonna flash like crazy. So I'm just not going like that. So that's what it is. So I like that rain mode and road mode. In fact, rain mode works very well. Even in the city I was using it very, but yeah, you want that full pickup, you can go back to the road mode. In fact, in the rain mode, the traction is actually pretty aggressive. Even in small speed vehicles, if you jump, you'll see the traction control, but the traction control is so well done that you don't feel it, but yeah, in the rain mode it's pretty aggressive. That's what. And brakes are good. The front ones are adjustable, little bit adjustment is there, so that's a nice thing. But clutch, no adjustment. The clutch is slightly, very slightly, what do you say, it has a firm feel. I wouldn't say it's hard or something, slightly firm feel compared to the Highness, but now I've gotten used to it because I've driven it quite a bit. Engine, I'm hoping after the first service and all these restrictions are lifted up, it will become a little bit more free. Regarding heating, as I've told you, the first 100 kilometers, yes, I could feel quite a bit of heat here on around my left leg. The thing is that with this bike, it has a radiator. Of course it has a radiator, it has a coolant and everything. By default, when you just start it, the radiator fan does not spin up. It spins up only after some time, and it's not, I don't think so it is having a variable control. It's either on and off. So when it switches on, that little bit of heat that is generating from the radiator gets blown towards your left leg. So yes, you can definitely feel it. But as I've told you, the first 100 kilometers it was coming up quite a bit, but now after especially after 300 kilometers, it is like much better. And now I notice it only after about 50 odd kilometers. We'll know how it, but yeah, once the fan comes, you feel a little bit of heat around this area, especially a little bit. It's not totally uncomfortable, yes, but the fan comes. In the Honda CB650R, it didn't feel that much hot when the fan was coming up. That's what I've noticed. But yeah, these are early impressions. Another thing that I noticed, and as I've told you, when I took the delivery, the bike was bumping up quite a bit, and I checked the tire pressure, and it was actually according to the manual also, the rear tire pressure should be 42 psi, and it was 42 psi. But I checked a lot of international forums, and if you see, even if you ride a bike, generally in a bike they have two settings for the rear tire pressure. The front is generally the same. One is for pillion and one is for single. For even in my Highness, if I recall, if you are driving it with a pillion, it's 36. If you're driving it single, it's 33. But on this bike they have just one setting, and I did a lot of googling, read a lot of forums and something. So many people say that that 42 setting is with full load, that is with pillion and everything. So I reduced the rear tire pressure to 38.5 if I recall, and now the ride is a lot better. I was checking a lot of international forums, and many people have gone down to even 37, and they say now it's a lot more comfortable. 42 was just too high, I feel. So I feel these Triumph guys should have two settings. One is for if you're driving it single, what should be the tire pressure. If you're driving it pillion, what should be the tire pressure. But again, yeah, the ride is slightly on the stiffer side, but that's what it is. The control that this bike gives you is just crazy. That's what I've noticed. Super agile in terms of control. So that's another thing that I have noticed. And guys, I don't want to talk a lot because it's still in the run-in period, the bike. So hopefully if I drive it a little bit more, then I'll answer other questions that you have. Mileage, some of you were asking. And guys, you're not going to buy this bike for mileage. These are super bikes. Will cost, at least in Hyderabad, I don't know in other cities because the tax is a little bit. In Hyderabad, with the bare minimum accessories, if you get, this will cost almost 9 lakhs on road. So mileage, I don't think so you're going to buy this for mileage. But as of now, and again, this is in the running period, it might change. I am, according to this one, the internal trip system, it's showing me 22 point something, 22.4 or whatever, 21.7. See, it varies between 22 to whatever, and this is real time, just don't judge it because it's crazy. But 21.7 and 22, it is around 21 to 22, it is telling me. So I'm expecting, I don't know, after the run-in or whatever, and again based on driving, if you drive like a hooligan, obviously, like it's not going to give you mileage, but I'm expecting anywhere between 20 to 24 realistically, based on how you drive this bike. So that's regarding the mileage. Hopefully after first service I can give you a better understanding. The first service is around 1000 kilometers for this one, or 6 months, but I think so we will cover it in next 10 days. It's 410 kilometers. Whenever we go on these rides like this, 60-70 kilometers easy we cover. So that will be done. By the way, one thing is interesting on this. I checked and I double checked, there is no free service on this one. So even for the first service, generally with many of the bikes, the first service, first, second or whatever will be free. Here it is not. So even the first service is sort of paid. So I don't know how much it will be, but I was reading some forums and all this thing, and it might be around 6,500 to 8,000. Again, I'll update you guys what it is. From that, the second service is a long time. It's 16,000 kilometers or 1 year. So the first service is early. Obviously they'll change the gear oil, everything and all those things, so we'll see. So chalo guys, let me just end this video now, and we'll catch you guys later.